Right, what's going on, guys? It's been a minute since I've had a video up now. A few little problems with the car, nothing major, pathetic problems really. I said Dizzy was breaking down. Exhaust manifold unfortunately cracked again. But it's all been sorted now. Coil and plug's going on tomorrow. Big map day tomorrow. It's Thursday now. And it's obviously at my fabricator's co-day. Carl's doing a lovely job as usual. And I'm going to show you the goodies, what's been happening. So here we go. Right. New exhaust. Also, I've got more pictures of the repair that Carl done on the manifold. I'll show you that in a bit. Obviously, you can't really see from here. A little bit, obviously. He took, oh, there you go. Yeah, he put a plate all the way around it to reinforce it. So now I haven't got an open turbo no more because so many people were having a go at me. So yeah, it's now covered. And here's the exhaust. Just a straight pipe. Carl's welded up, done a lovely bracket there as well. Straight out the side. Then come out the side of the bumper and it sits like that. So yeah, over the moon with it at the moment, it's looking lovely. But yeah, we thought we'd heat wrap it obviously to keep the heat down. These hoses at the moment are obviously temporary, but this, you get the idea, it's going to be roughly like that, but obviously nice and neat. We're due to having mapping in the morning and having the coil and plug done in the morning, loads of things tomorrow. That's just how it's going to have to be. So that's how she's sitting. So we're getting rid of all this exhaust and we're going to keep it like that at the side. Absolutely buzzing. So that's how she's looking, absolute weapon. A weapon of mass destruction. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a video tomorrow as well, the mapping session with Jesse, and obviously with dyno, and I'm going to put it all into this video and make one big video. So yeah, once she's done, I'll film it when I get first start up. Obviously we got to put a bit of oil in first because we have to drain the other out for the oil return off the turbo. So yeah, once it's all ready, I'll get a video of the first start up. You can hear how painfully loud she is. I can't wait. Ready?
Yeah, boy.
It's cold and I need to sort out the idling thing. Being sorted out tomorrow.
Grab his little tweak tomorrow. Saturdays as well.
Yeah, boy. Well, that is what you call a beast. There ain't no road car no more. I'll do a little bit of tuning on this Civic. Now look at it. Obviously that idling issue is due to the idle control valve not being connected, so we're using the butterfly to keep it running. When it's cold it does this, once it warms up it settles down a bit. But Yeah, I like it. I really, really like it. What do you think, Lou? Good job, Carl. That's how you do it. Oh, sounds like an absolute weapon. Oh, yeah, we'll do that. It's because it's cold. But yeah, as you can see, that's how she's doing. That is how she's doing. Alright guys, it's map day. I've driven all the way to Jesse's, 160-mile drive. As you can see, cars here. Did not miss a beat on the way, and I mean did not miss a beat at all. It drove cool all the way. It's the best it's ever drove, to be honest with you. Done a few pulls in it. Yeah, she's going well at the moment without even being mapped yet. So I'm buzzing to see what's going to happen. So now what we're going to do is, as I've just got here, I'm going to let it all cool down because it's boiling hot, it's done 160 miles. And then once it's cooled down, we're going to put the coil on plug on. Jesse's just now doing the ECU side. And yeah, we're going to do the coil on plug, do the fuel regulator, change the dizzy back, so obviously I borrowed Lewis's just to see if I had the dizzy problem for the misfire. But it turns out Jesse's just remembered what he's done. He put a safety cut on it that if the engine got hotter than a certain degrees, then it boost cut. And so I was all along I'm thinking I've got misfire problems, but it's just Jesse's safe boost cut he's put on to make sure it didn't get any hotter. It wasn't like an extreme hot limit, but he's just done it because obviously it's not a full map yet, it's just a base map. So yeah, so that's where we're at. As I said, I'll carry on the video from yesterday. I'll make them into one video because the other one wasn't really long enough. So yeah, what I'm going to do is film it bit by bit. We're going to be on a dyno around 2 o'clock. It's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning now. Just going to get the car tip top before we jump on the dyno and make sure everything's good. So she's looking like a beast. Right, coil and plug's practically fitted now. Well, this part is anyway. Jesse's got to come and obviously wire in my distributor as I borrowed Lewis's. So he's going to come in that end and then wire all the coil and plug. Fuel reg's been fitted. Jesse's currently wiring the wideband to the ECU as a safety cut, so that if I start leaning out, the ECU's going to cut it, save the engine basically. So he's thinking ahead, just in case we ever have any problems in the future. But God, I think that coil and plug looks so much better. Look at that. Yes. So cheeky little side exhaust. Yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And once this is all done up and running, we're going to go and take it on a few road maps first. Let's get the part throttle stuff done, so that when we come to the dyno later on, we've got just like basically the time of the dyno is going to be the pulls, and sort of just no part throttle stuff. Basically, we're just trying to make the power on the dyno. So yeah, I'll get a video up in a minute once she's all running. Yeah, TDI saves. About to get my car. About to get my car on the dyno. It's now been bolted up. Had a few problems on the way, I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, lovely place this is. Some big boy cars. But yeah, got on the dyno. Right, so we're in here, finally. Problems. We're now gonna get stuff going. So, up dyno now. They're all spin on that. Had a few heating issues on the way down due to having airlock in the radiator. And obviously we couldn't get on the dyno with a new exhaust system. So look at that radical new exhaust. So yeah, that's how she looks now with a new style exhaust. Obviously, because where it come out of the bonnet over the other side, it was going to hit some of these lines, so they said no, you can't. So we spun it around to just make it work basically. So yeah, we're now going to crack on with the mapping. Alright guys, back the next day after mapping. Long tiring day yesterday. Set out at 6 in the morning to go and see Jessie for the mapping, and then go to TDI on the dyno. Went down there, car on the way down drove the best that car has ever drove, as I said earlier on in the video. Yeah, we was on the dyno, had a few problems. On the way to the dyno, our rad fan stopped working. It was stuck in traffic at the Dartford crossing. Never again. Yeah, it was stuck in traffic and the car started to overheat. It had to pull over on the side of the road because the rad fan had stopped and the radiator had bored all the coolant away. So yeah, lucky enough I had spare coolant in there just in case anything happened on the dyno. So we put all that back in, managed to get to the TDI, bleed the system. Rad fan started working again, don't know why. I've ordered a new fan just in case. And yeah, basically we was on dyno, had a misfire issue. Don't know what it was at the time. We were first doing all these pulls, we got up to 1.7 bar and we was making about I think it was about 440 wheel horsepower at 1.7 bar. I was like, this ain't right. So I was sitting there scratching our heads thinking, what could it be? Tried this, tried that, tried this, tried that. Jessie scratching it. Got out of the car after about an hour on the dyno, hour and a half on the dyno, so didn't have much time left. Had about half an hour left when I got out of the car, checked the turbo, and obviously I see the turbo guard on it that Carl put on the other day, and we thought we'll just check that, and obviously when we got out it weren't thin enough, so it weren't breathing. So we took that off, we'll try it. Got back in the car. Jessie added a little bit of fuel just in case it leaned out. And on the first pull, I think at 1.5 bar, on the first pull, it made 481 wheel horsepower. But still had the misfire. So we was like, bloody hell, making the power we want now. But it's got misfire. So anyway, Jessie tried a few things, just couldn't get rid of this misfire. And remember, we fitted coil and plug yesterday, so we reckon there's something to do with that. And obviously by the time he sort of lined it out a bit and done the map a bit, it was time to go, and that was the end of the day. So unfortunately, wasn't enough time. We've got two map settings on the car at the moment. One's 400 wheel horsepower, just around the bar, and the other one's 1.3 bar. I think that was a 450 or 460 wheel horsepower, which I can't use yet because I still got the misfire. So yeah, she currently sits at 400 wheel horsepower on the bar setting until I sort the misfire. Got to go through all the wiring. We believe it may be something to do with a dodgy loom, like from the bases of it. We're not sure, obviously. That's the only thing I haven't changed on the car. That and the radiator itself. That and the radiator itself is the only thing I haven't changed on the car since the build. So yeah, there's something going on there. So yeah, what we're going to do now is we've already put a brand new set of copper plugs in. Thanks to Jessie, had a set to try. And then obviously on the way back from Kent yesterday, car kept cutting out and losing power. Not when I was boosting or anything like that, just driving normal, and then all of a sudden it just lose power. So I'm thinking that's definitely an electrical issue. When you hit a bump, it was doing it as well. So anyway, checked it today, checked all the wiring. Well, I say checked all the wiring, I say we've done probably a 50% check just to go over, as I've been busy today. And took out for a drive earlier. After what we done was we just covered the Dizzy with some rubber caps, because this was arcing out of the Dizzy due to my coil and plug being a different type of setup. That was arcing out of the Dizzy and arcing on the fuel line. So that could be a problem in the future, or that could have caused a problem for the future. I'm not sure. So what we're doing now is just going to try changing to Iridium plugs. Got a spare set laying about of Iridium plugs. We're going to try them. Go for a boost on that, see if that fixes it. But earlier on when we went for a drive, test it didn't cut out at all, didn't lose power at all, and it was still misfiring every now and then, but not on every run like it was on a dyno. So I don't know. I think at the moment it's sort of opening up a bit of a tin of worms, really. But as I said, she was making the power after we took the turbo guard off. Yeah, the highest we got was 481 at 1.5 bar of boost. Yeah, so I reckon what we're aiming for, I was aiming for around 2 bar. I was hoping for around 2 bar of boost. I think I'd probably hit roughly where I was aiming at. If I had 2 bar of boost, you're probably looking, so if it was 481 at 1.5, then you're probably looking 560, 570 at the wheels with 2 bar boost, which would be over 600 brake horsepower, which is what I'll be happy with. So yeah, I think it was going well, but obviously we got these little issues to sort out. That's what happens when you build a car of this spec. So, and obviously as you see in the video on the dyno, they didn't allow the exhaust on due to where it sits. It was going to burn the oil lines, because it was hub dyno, so it was going to burn the oil lines. So we had to turn it around and mount it out the bonnet and take the bonnet off, and yeah, do madness. So yeah, so obviously not happy obviously that I had a misfire, but the car was making the power. Cams may be a slight restriction on this setup, as the power was dropping off just before 9 instead of going over 9 like we was hoping. So I'm going to go for some Pro 1 cams once I've got everything sorted on this, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So as I said, sorry it's been so late of an update, guys. Last few days and that, it's been hectic. It's been a real hectic, not just for my car, it's been hectic at home as well. So yeah, as I said, like, subscribe, share, guys. Make sure you get the notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you know it's there. We'll keep you posted on what happens.